Hello everyone, it's December 3rd. Alright, let's do this. Well, I mean, we still have this from yesterday. We got this one wrong. We have to go back and then take a look. But that will be later. Let's do this first. We're accumulating again, man. I know, we're accumulating again. Oh, we haven't even finished this one. Damn. Count collisions on a road. There are n cars on an infinite long road. The cars are numbered 0 to n-1 from left to right, and each car is present at a unique point. You are given zero index string. Directions of length and direction I can be either left or right, or S denoting whether the ith car is moving to the left, to the right, or staying at its current point. Each moving car has the same speed. The number of collisions can be calculated as follows. When two cars moving in opposite direction collide with each other, the number of collisions increases by 2. When the moving car collides with a stationary car, the number of collisions increases by 1. After the collision, the cars involved can no longer move and will stay at the point where they collided. Other than that, cars cannot change their state or direction of motion. Return the total number of collisions that will happen on the total number of collisions that will happen on the road. Okay, so the direction is of length and tell you. Okay, so we have RL, RSLL, right? So R is going right. Let's say we keep here. L going left, so if there's an R, we'll have a collision. So boom, they have a collision. And we become an S, right? This is become a stay in. R, we push it in, and S, if it's going, and then another collision. This is 2. So another collision, so plus 1. And then we go left if it's an S. And then this, we're turning to S. And then L come in, collision. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you probably don't need this. Right, and then you have L left, nothing. So yeah, just go. So L, nothing, so go R, put it in there because it may. And then R, if R comes in and see the previous is R, that means it's fine, I can just pop it, right? So basically each one coming, we have different states that's currently in. You will not have L, because L just go this way, it's just gone, right? So the stack will have either S or will have R. Only have 2 scenarios. So if it's S and if it's L, that would plus 1 and it's remain S. If it's an R, then we basically we will replace this with R, right? If it's an S, it will remain S. If it's an R, if it's an L, L plus 2, and then we'll replace it by S. If it's an S, it can be S. If it's a R, then it still is an R. So we don't even need to use a stack. All we need to, oh, hold a second. Yes. All we need to do is to have a previous state, right? That's all we need, a previous state. Record the previous state, and based on the previous state we decide what the next state needs to be and how many collisions to collect. Okay, so we'll say pre-state Wow, we can do int. Pre is equal to 0. Okay, so we can say 0 equal to a null state. 1 equal to an R, and 2 equal to an S. Right, so for char D of direction. Whoa, what the hell are you doing? For char D of directions. For char D of directions. Okay. So if it's a null state, whatever the state the current one is. Okay, so if pre is equal to 0. Okay. Maybe I need to switch. Pre. Alright, case 0. We say if D is equal to, if equal to L, then we just skip, right? If D is R, then pre equal to 1. Else if D, oh, I mean I can do another switch. Can we do another switch? Holy crap. Ah. Oh, what the hell? I can do here, we say case R, we say pre equal to 0. And then break. Case S, pre equal to 1. No. R is 1. S is 2. Break. Right? So we don't have, yeah, we have a fall through default just, break. So that's the case 0. And then break. Right, case 0 break. Now we have case 1. We have a switch D. And then we'll break. Case 2, switch D. Break. Actually, I'm not even sure if this is correct. Default. I think default just break. Right, so just go, and then we need interest is 0. And then we'll return res. Okay, look to be good. So this is 0 considered. Now case is 1, right? Case is 1, which is a R. Then switch D, we say case is a left. Then 3 will equal to 2, and rest plus equal to 2. Case, this is R, we just stay. Then case is S. Then pre equal to 2, rest plus equal 1. And then default break. That's that. And here is 2 as if it's a S. So S, which is in our case left. Pre will equal to S, but rest will plus plus. Where's your break? Right, so this will break. Case R. If case R, then 3 will equal to 1, and break. Default or break. see. Nope. Not right. Oh, what lord. We have S, S, R. So if it's R and it become S, so if it's 1 and S, yeah, I shall do 1, so I plus 1. And then basically this, oh wait, hold a second. Hold a second. S, and I have R, yeah, so we have R. And now we have an S, so it's an S, so we plus 1. And now we have S, now we have R, then we have L, now we plus 2, so this becomes S. And then we have an L, right? So this will be plus 1, so that becomes an S. Now we have an R, now we have an S, that's plus 1. Then we have L, that also plus 1. Then we have L again, a plus 1 again. I have R, then we have S, then we have R, then we have, oh, this is hard to reason with. Okay, one thing I don't like is we need to, let's debug this. One thing I don't like, yeah, I don't like this one. I think I could, we should do a char. String directions, right? Directions. Okay, I don't actually remember what's the function name. Count collisions. Alright, I don't like how I do here. We're gonna say char pre is equal to empty string, right? So I cannot do that. I'll do this. Search pre case. This is nothing. Right now we check here if it's going to R, then pre is equal to R. Right? If it's an S, pre is going to be S. If it's a left, because it's nothing, so it remain nothing because it won't hit anything. So this is if it's a right, if it's going right. If it's going right, if the current case is going left, then we will hit. This will become S. Right? You when you hit, you just stay. After collision and car involved can no longer move and will stay at the point when they collide. Other than that, yeah, so this will stay. Okay, if it's R moving right and the S, then this will also become S, and then we'll plus 1. And if it's R and I am also an R, oh, you need, okay, yeah, because the two cars are moving, right? So one car moving right, and now you have another car both moving right. So okay, yeah, I see the problem. Okay, this is not gonna work. We have to do a stack. Stack of what? Of stack. Do we have to redo all that? yeah, if we have an S, right, then that's it. Right. So basically, well, consider here, right? If I'm R, then we look to before. You know what? This actually can do the first direction, unless it's an L. Nah, let's just do this. Right, so we have the direction, and then we say if D is equal to L, right, we can do this. Yeah, let me just delete the whole thing. I think it's not helpful. Right, if it's this, if it's L, else if D is equal to R, we have something else. Right, and then we say else, this is D is equal to S, now we have something else, okay. So if the current is a left, right, current is going left, then we say if we have an R, right, if I have an R, then in fact, if it's left or right, we can just push it in. Right is just push it in. There's no other thing you can do. Hold a second. If it's right, what are you gonna do with it? If it's an S, you're gonna push right in. If it's L is just already handled, right? So if it's right, then just, you know, push. You just push it in. And just get a new to the right, right? And if it's an L, right, then depends, right? Then you have to say if we have something in it, then you pop it out, you see what it is. So if it's an S, you increment by 1. If it's an R, you increment by 2. Basically, that's what it is. Yep, that's it. That's what it is. We say if stack dot empty, right? If a stack is not empty, so we'll never put left in there. So the stack at the top is either an S or an R. Okay. If stack not empty, char top is equal to st.top. Actually, we don't need this. We can say if st.top is equal to R, then rest plus equal to 2, else rest plus equal to 1. Right? It's either go left or S. So do that, and after that we say st.pop and st.push. We're gonna push an S into it. Regardless, in this case, it's gonna be an S. That's done. That's if it's this. If D is R, then you always push it in, right? You always push it in. Now, else, so if it's an S, right? If it's an S, we shall say while st is not empty, right? While st is not empty, and st.top is equal to R. Okay, then we say rest plus equal 1, and then st.pop, right? Because you have another R, you'll collide again until we hit an S, right? It just goes through all of them until we don't have anything, but it doesn't matter. We always push back this D, current D. Actually, we know it's S, so I just push into S, and then we'll do this. Okay, so this is different. Let's see if it works. We have a submission. Oh yeah, last time we do it in 1 shot. This one we do it in 2 shots. It's still not right. What the hell? New solution still not right. Huh, did I not understand the problem correctly? Because for L, you collide once and then that's it, right? For L, you collide once. It depends on the R. If it's an R, because that's the only way L and R can meet, is R goes first and then L comes and then you boom, you collide. Maybe we should add 2s. But that doesn't matter. 2s. Because you collide, yes, technically you have 2s. But then incrementing s, because you have an s, it come in, you collide. Are you saying we don't pop? Huh. Hold on. I think the issue is, so the current is going left, right? If the top is on the right, then we collide. And after we collide, I think the important thing is if we have multiple R's, okay, and once we collide, the follow-up R need to collide the previous thing as well. I think that's where we got it wrong. So basically, once we collide, I think I know. So basically we have this situation. We have R, and L. We actually have this right here, right? See? R, L. So in this scenario, right, these collide and become S. Then this will collide with this, and this will collide with this. So we have extra, which means whenever we have an S, whenever we collide, we have to pop all the R's that's currently in it, which means this stack is either all S, right? Or if we have R, that means there will be no S. So when one, and if we have R, right? We have L coming in as exactly the same as S, except the first one will be plus equal to 2. That's the only difference. So when this comes in, right, we need to go get rid of all the R's. Now we check, right? We check the top, because this helps us decide whether we need to plus 2 or plus 1. So the first one gets done. But after that, here, after that, right? After that, we shall say while st is not empty, right? While not empty, and st.top is equal to R, then we shall do res plus equal 1 and st.pop. Right, we just pop all these R's. When it's all done, we put S to it. Right? If it's R, it's always adding. So now if it's an S, it doesn't matter. We do the same thing. So you see, this part is the same. So the only difference is the first one. We need to make a choice. Right? We need to make a choice. I think I can simplify this. Hold on. I think this can be simplified. So this, I will go first. Yes, let's do this first. So if D is equal to R, we know we just do sd.push D and then continue. Right, that's it. Otherwise, if it's an L, okay, if it's an L, and it's empty, right, we just let it go. If it's L and it's empty, we'll let it go. Otherwise, hold on. So if it's an L, right, and if it's not empty and the top is equal to R, okay, so we say if it's not empty, and top is equal to R, and top st.top is equal to R, we basically say rest or plus equal to 2, right, rest plus equal to 2, and then we'll pop it. Right, and then it's always going to be S. Don't you agree? It's always going to be S. Oh, we have some issues here. Oh, this is a 4. No, I think we need one more. Nope. I screwed this up. Hold on. So if then these two can be combined, right? Yeah, and these I think can be combined. And right, these can be combined, and the remaining is just going to be, well, check. Right, if it's oh, you can't, because this one will put S to it. Let me think. I don't like it. How about we just say if this equal to empty, then we just continue, right? If it's empty, we just continue. So if it's not empty and the top is equal to R, then we'll plus equal to 2. But what if the top is not equal to R? It's going to be S. If it's going to be S, then we will if it's an S, so if the top is R, I need to pop it and plus equal to 2. If the top is an S, then we don't continue. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We say if it's this, else rest plus equal 1, and then we say st.pop. Yes, but we also need to put S back, which is fine because at the end I do put S back, right? This put S back. So this we handle L, and then we check. We basically say we have an S right now, right? So if we have extra R in it, right? If we have extra R in it, then we keep doing this, and at the end we do this. Okay, this looks, oh shoot, right to me. All right, let's run this. All right, let's try it again. Okay, this might be right. This is right. Oh, what the hell? 51. That is very slow, man. I need to figure out if there is any part of this is not, I mean, I agree there is a lot of can we not use a stack? Right? Basically, that's what it is. Can we not use a stack? Well, if we don't use a stack, we need to keep track of how many R's there are. We need to keep track of how many R's there are. That's actually not a bad idea. Update. Do not use stack. Okay. So we'll do char pre is equal to, doesn't matter what it is. So blah blah blah. If char pre and count, right? Count R. R count. So if this, then we'll just say pre is equal to R, right? And then R count plus plus, done. If it's left, if this is equal to this, which means it's empty, we'll continue. Otherwise, we say if now st is just pre is equal to this, and then this is if pre is equal to this, then rest equal to R count plus 1, right? R count plus 1, and else is s, right? S then plus equal 1, and after we do that, pre shall equal to s, then done, and then we can do an else. Else is an s. So we can say if pre is equal to R, then else if right, and then we can say D is equal to S. D is S. Then we say pre rest or plus equal to R count, and every time we do this, R count need to reset. So plus equal to R count, pre was equal to S. Right, done with this, and R count always reset to 0 every time we hit an L or every time we hit an S, it will reset to 0. So this, I believe, will have better performance. Try it. Yes, I think this will have much better performance. Ooh, but we got wrong. Oh, okay. Let's see, where do we got wrong? Okay, we hit an R, we always increment R. I think that makes sense. And we hit an L. If it's empty, then we continue because L doesn't go. If we have an R, right, then we have whatever R count, and the first one will be a double, and the rest will just count them. So we can go R count plus 1. Once we're done, we set this to S. Okay, that all makes sense. This is if it's R, or if it's an S, then we do this, and the pre remains S. Else if it's an S, and the pre is an R, then we'll plus equal to R count, and then we'll reset to S, and Alright, so after doing all, continue, I skip this. After doing all that, we'll set R count back to 0, so we don't have any R. I don't know. Where did it go wrong? 21. Expected 24. Huh. If pre is R. I honestly do not know. I do not know. I am going to, so L, this is just go. So all this is nothing, right? And then this, okay, so we have a 1 because L and S, okay? L and S, that's 2, bunch of S, and then it's a 3, right? And then we have R. Oh, I see. So we have R pre-change into R. Okay, so R, S. So this S, so we does reset to S, and then we have 2, so it'll be 5, right? And then L and S, right? So it's L and S, so it's 6, L and S 7, L and S 8, L and S 9, L and S 10. So R 10. So this is gonna be L and R. So an R count is 2, so it'll be 3. Right, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. R basically this doesn't go. R, so this is 18. S is gonna be R and S will be 19. And we have S to be 21, right? 22, 23, 24. Yes, should be 24. Something along the way is wrong. I don't know where. I don't know. I think I was following the same logic. If the current is R, I'll reset it to R. Yes. Right? I'll reset it to R. And we don't do anything because previous can only be either nothing or S, so we don't do anything. We have R. And R count of plus. And then if it's L, if the previous is R, then we'll meet with the R count plus 1. Done. Or if previous is S, right? So if pre is R, we do this. We reset the pre as S. Otherwise, pre is S. So we just plus equal 1. And that's it. We'll redo it. And if the pre is R, so current at S, pre is R, then I count how many R's there are. I reset the current pre to S. I don't know. I do not know. I do not have any clue why this is wrong. So what we're gonna do is we will have to debug. This doesn't make any sense. It's like it's following the same procedure. We're gonna go one by one. I do not understand. It's just extra time spent. I don't know what happened. Alright, let's go. First is what? First is L. First is this, so continue. Second is S. Oh! Holy crap. This is where it goes wrong. You didn't set S. Mother. Oh my goodness. Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot. It's okay. We'll make a do here. Right? And then we'll do this. Okay. Yeah, this shall work. Yeah, we have to set it to S. But if you look at it, now this has to continue, which is fine. So we don't really need to set it here, right? Because we don't need to set it here, nor do we need to set it here. We can just set it here, which means this can be simplified to res plus equal to pre equal to R, or we can just say, yes, pre equal to R. If it is, R count plus 1. If it's not, just 1. Okay, so this can all be deleted, right? And else you can do else if now, right? Else if it's this, then you do this plus equal to this. Okay, let's say D is equal to S. Do this, do this, do this. All right, can we save even more lines? I don't know about saving more lines, but this feels simple enough. There you go. That's the spirit. Yeah, we need to always strive for more performance. Most of the time. Most of the time. Alright, that'll be it. I can actually check previous done 2022, probably in Python. A bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's just fine. Oh, it's even worse. I think this was during a competition, I feel. 2022, most likely. Wow, 2022, March 19th. That's like 3 years ago. Jeez. Alright, that'll be it.